What's up everyone, this is CyberKnight, and today we actually have a Yugioh collection video for you guys. Thought it'd be cool to go over my misprint cards that I have, also like miscut cards, and just all kinds of different factory error Yugioh cards that I have, and do sort of a collection video for that. So yeah, of course I have a bunch of other collection videos planned too. I know you guys have been requesting different things like different like promo card collections, and you know, some of like my favorite cards, and even a playmat collection video, and I'm working on all those, and you guys should be seeing those videos pretty soon. But anyway, also this video is actually a sponsored video that is sponsored by Snubs. So if you don't know about them, I'm going to talk about them real quick. Basically, it's an app that you can download to your phone, and with this app you can post different collections that you have. It could be a comic book collection, video games, of course Yu-Gi-Oh cards, just different things that you want to this app, and then you can share it with your friends. And with that, of course, they can see maybe like your favorite Yu-Gi-Oh cards, or your most valuable Yu-Gi-Oh cards, even like misprints, just all kinds of different things like that. And you can organize them by different categories that are called shelves. So, for instance, I can have one on there that's going to be, you know, Yu-Gi-Oh! Misprints. That could be one of the shelves that I have, and I can post just a bunch of different cards that I have on there that are misprints. And, of course, you can do the same with, like, Shonen Jump promos. That's another collection video I plan on doing, so I thought it'd be cool to also post it on Snubs. And that way you guys can actually see the cards a little bit better, and each one will have its own picture. So with this, of course, you are able to easily just take a picture of whatever you want to post on there. Then you can even, you know, of course, add a name to it, add a description. And like I said, I think what's really cool on this is that you can just post whatever you want. It's a different, you know, whatever you collect. So that can mean, you know, your most valuable Yu-Gi-Oh cards, from, you know, even like your favorites, or maybe it's like a promo that's tough to get, or just all kinds of different reasons. But yeah, like I said, I think what's really cool about this is that you can check other people's profiles and see other cards they collect. Of course, I have my own profile, which is just CyberKnight. If you guys want to check me out for yourself, you can also follow my page on there. And also, not only that, I've made a group for you guys where you can post different things from your collection. Again, it could be your favorite cards. It can be you know, your rarest card, just different things like that. And of course, people with the best collections that post to my group, I will also follow you guys, because I want to see different cards that you guys are posting, whether, like I said, it's your favorites or what. I want to know some of the best cards in your collections as well, because it's just really fun to look through different collections that people have, like I said, whether it's Yu-Gi-Oh! Or even other things too. And I think that's just something that's really fun about the app. So let me know what you guys think about the app, of course, down in the comments below, and be sure to try it out for yourself. I have a link in the description, and I gotta say, it's a lot of fun. I'm going to be active on my profile as well, and like I said, I'm just CyberKnight on there, so you can follow me on that as well, and I also have my own group. And like I said, I want to see the different collections you guys are going to be posting, and I think it's going to be pretty fun. So be sure to join if you want to. Of course, like I said, it is on phones, you know, iOS and Android. And yeah, let's go ahead and go through my misprint collection. Alright, so here is my misprint collection. I kind of turned on the lights a little bit and trying to do it just right so we don't have too much glare, because of course all these cards are in a binder. Let's go on ahead and go through it. So yeah, first off we have my favorite misprints, and that is my Magician of Faith and Siegfried the Iron Knight. They probably look fine when you just kind of glance at them, but if you look closely, they both have the wrong name. So for Magician of Faith, it is now Sangan, and for Gaia, we have Last Turn. So yeah, this evidently was something that happened, not too common amount, but common enough where I've seen several different cards that are like this from Dark Beginning #1. So yeah, they actually messed up some of the names, which is kind of funny to see Magician of Faith turn into a Sangan. I can kind of see that, I guess, you know, both being Fate monsters, but Siegfried the Iron Knight becoming Last Turn? That's kind of funny, going from, you know, getting a spell card's name to a normal monster. That just seems really random to me, but these are two of my favorites just because they're so crazy with the names, and they're legit and everything too. Like, they actually had mess-ups like this. It just seems so funny to have that. I hadn't really seen any kind of mess-up like that recently. I also have a Gravekeeper's Commandant, and I think I remember getting this from like a random pack opening. As you guys can see, the name right there is a lot lower than it should be. So, try not to have too much glare. There we go. You guys can see it pretty well. So yeah, the name is like across the stars and everything, so going across the level. So a little bit lower than it should be, right? Then after that, I have Frost Blast of the Monarchs. So yeah, this is a card I got from one of the premium golds, and as you guys can see, it only has half of the name. You can see the imprint of the lower half of the name, but it only has the top part of it too. I remember getting this from an opening video as well, and I just think it's really random too, because usually the name is just too low, like with our Gravekeeper or Commandant, or it just doesn't have a name. But I've never seen one with half a name, so I thought that was really cool. Alright, then next up, we have two pretty common misprints. These are actually pretty easy to get, because in Korea, in one of their premium packs, they have it where Neos Wise Man is a fusion. And yeah, it was a fusion in the anime, but when it was actually printed in Crossroads of Chaos as a secret rare, it's an effect monster. So they actually made it a fusion just like in the show, but really the card is supposed to be an effect monster, so they actually messed it up that bad, which I actually kind of like. I kind of wish Neos Wise Man was actually a fusion anyway, and I think this is a really cool misprint because that, again, it's pretty common, but I just think it's a really cool one. Then after that, I have Elemental Wild Edge. Again, that's another one that you can kind of look at and you're like, I don't really see anything different about it. But if you look carefully, the cards that are used to fuse into it, you have first off Elemental Wild Edge and Elemental Hero Edge Man is the other card. So yeah, that is the Japanese name for Blade Edge. As you guys know, it's Blade Edge and Wildheart that fuse into Wild Edge. So yeah, they actually just printed the Japanese name instead of the English name. And it's another one that's kind of common, but still really cool. So search through all of your Duelist Pack Jaden 3, because you might actually have one. Then after that, I forget this card's name, because, well, mine doesn't have a name. This is one I think I remember getting from an opening video as well, like one of my really old videos too. And it's pretty cool. I just like how it's like from Enemy of Justice. It's a rare card from Enemy of Justice, again. But yeah, it just didn't have its name printed, which is fairly common to see with misprints, but still amazing. Then after that, we have Anteater Eating Ant, Silent Insect, and Harpy Girl. And if you kind of just look at them, you're like, I don't see anything that's weird. But look, the Eye of Anubis that's in the corners, well, it's not in the corners. It's been moved up a little bit higher than it should be. So I thought those are really random too. I mean, I have that even with Harpy Girl. And it kind of makes sense for these two because they're in the same set. So you're like, okay, they just messed up on that pack. But it's kind of funny, it also happened with Harpy Girl in a totally different set. So I thought that was really random too, because I was looking through these cards, I was like, there's something wrong about them. And when you actually look, you can tell. So that's pretty cool. Also, Solemn Judgment, I kind of count this as a misprint because if you look at the holographic, there's like some spacing kind of messed up. So they kind of messed up on the holographic. I don't know if they're all like this for the Ghost Rare, but I still think it's really cool looking because you can tell that obviously it's not supposed to be that way. So I kind of count it as one too, because you can see it's like just a mirror kind of effect just right there and not the Ghost Rare effect. So it's a little bit of that missing. Still pretty cool. I'm going to count it as one anyway. Then, of course, we have Zodiac Barrage. You guys remember this from a Mega 10 opening. And, yeah, we're missing the A from Barrage. It did not actually include the A, as you guys can see. There we go. Make sure you guys can actually see it without it being, too much on glare and everything. And last one is Big Shield Gardna. This one, people were telling me, it's kind of a misprint, but it's kind of not. Just because in this set, for Dark Beginning 1, again, they had a lot of different problems with that set. But Gardna, they spelled it like, I believe, in the show is what people were telling me. But, of course, there is no U whenever they printed Big Shield Gardna later on. So, even though it might not count for a misprint for some people, I still want to include it because it's not spelled that way in the newer card. So, I still think it's worth mentioning. And really cool looking, too. They actually spelled it like it probably should be. So, yeah, there you guys can see it a little bit better. Then next up we have like miscut cards and just different errors like that. So Cocoon Party, I remember getting this from an opening. You can tell that it's been cut and also the edge has been pressed. When they press the pack and seal it, it's been pressed on that. So you guys can actually see that. And this Cocoon Party, I remember getting it from a pack opening. The ink kind of got messed up right there. I don't know what happened. I mean, it came that way out of the pack. So really weird. Also Bottomless Trap Hole, it has like a speck of holographic ink right there. So I thought that was kind of cool. Something just kind of different. And Dark Burning Attack, the top of it's been kind of cut. Got a little bit of a haircut, evidently, for that one. Then I also have Advanced Heraldry Art. This is another one you can tell it's just not aligned right, and the wrap part of it's been cut a little bit. So as you guys can see, it's a little misaligned. Then it's kind of the same too with this Cyber Dragon, where it's a little bit off on the way they did it. So you can see it's a little bit more to the left than the right, yet again. It's a little bit tougher to see this one, but I remember getting it like in a random pack opening, you guys talking about it too, and it's still pretty cool, especially being Cyber Dragon. Then I have Elementaro Dark Bright again, where it is misaligned, as you guys can see, and it's kind of faded a little bit too. So still looks cool. It's one of my favorite Elementaro Fusion too. He looks awesome. Then we also have, and I don't think I'm going to pronounce his name correctly, but it is Cuchulainn the Awakens? Is that right? That sounds correct. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right. Like the Celtic god or something. Anyway, the top of this card, again, has been cut. So, as you guys can see, and that's the way it came out of the pack, too. So, that's pretty random. You can see, like, it has a lot of extra cardstock at the bottom of it, too. Also, Venom Serpent. Same thing on that one. And Arm Protector Dragon. This one, of course, was also pressed at the top of it. So that's kind of cool. Like, I like that too. You can see that, you know, what it was kind of sticking up, I guess, a little bit too far whenever they actually pressed the pack together. So those look really cool. Also, Ancient Gear Hydra. This one I got from one of my structure decks. It has like more room at the bottom, and it's been cut a little bit too, you know, much at the top. Not as crazy as the others, but you can still see the difference on that too. And is that everything? Okay, yeah, we have these too. I remember getting these from random pack openings. This actually happened a lot from Tactical Evolution. As you guys can see, yeah, they're rares, but they have secret rare writing for them. So I have two of these, Neospace and Pathfinder, where the silver for a rare is just kind of silver, but not really that shiny. But if you look, they're just like a secret rare's writing. And this happened a lot in this set too. As you guys can see, there's a lot more shine to it, like a rainbow sort of effect even. So that's how you can tell that it is actually a misprint, because they used the wrong foiling for the name. And I believe too, it's the same for Phalanx Pike. It's a little bit tougher to see on camera, but it looks kind of similar too. And also for Elemental Hero Marine Neos, you can see it as well. It's a little bit easier to see on that one. Phalanx Pike is a little bit kind of duller with the rare effect, but I still kind of count it because it looks, you know, I can't really show it on camera as easy, but to me, it looks the same. Like, it does look like secret rare writing on that. So all four of those have like that kind of misprint to them. So I think that's pretty cool. And like I said, I think that's also pretty common. And yeah, that I believe is everything from my misprint collection. So yeah, like I said, there's not a ton of cards in this collection, but a lot of really cool misprints, whether it be from miscuts, and it's things too from like having the wrong names or no name at all, even half a name on one of them, and just all kinds of different things like that too. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this collection video. That'd be kind of fun and random. But yeah, as always, thank you guys for watching. Be sure to download Snups, like I said, and share your collections with me, because I would really love to see different collections you guys have, as well, of course, as like this video if you enjoyed seeing a collection video, and subscribe for more collection videos in the future, as well as openings and other Yu-Gi-Oh related content. Like I said, I do plan to have a collection video for my playmats and all kinds of other stuff too. I've had a lot of requests for like studio tour and a lot of things, and trust me, I am working on all those. Expect those very soon. Again, thank you guys for watching, and I will catch you guys later. See ya.